What's up, guys? This is me, Yasin. Some new cards again. Remaining cards plus the +1 card, so that's the first wave for Battle of Chaos, and there's another wave of cards after that with another card specifically for one archetype that you already know. So let's jump right into it. The first card would be Epinogin the Immaterian. Wow, okay. Level 7 Light Rock. Rock monsters are just no longer relevant because Nibiru is banned, but you can still search them with Gallant Granite. Anyways, you can only use this card's name effect once per turn. You contribute one effect monster, special summon this card from your hand, then special summon one token, level 1, attack 0 defense, with the same original type and attribute as the monster you tributed. That's actually not too bad, so it's technically a +1, but it doesn't do that much. Unless you're using this with Lair of Darkness, it just looks, yeah, it doesn't really look like you are generating massive advantage. Oh, I guess you could be tributing a Hieratic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, special summon that, special summon a token, and then special summon with a Hieratic Seal. We're actually gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I want to figure out if we can do some combos with this card. Maybe it could be nice. Alright, Submelee, the Sightseeing Ship. It's a low 6 water dinosaur. We rarely see that. Fossil Dig doesn't just search a level 4 lower dino, it searches a level 6 or lower dino. So, in other words, this card is searchable by Fossil Dig, but I don't think you're gonna be searching this card. You can only use this card's even first effect once per turn. If you control a normal monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. That includes tokens, so it's kind of an extender in a few situations. Once per turn, the first time a normal monster you control battles an effect monster, it is not destroyed by that battle. Yeah, that's not a really good effect. This effect is a bit better, but even then, it's not like it was super broken. Alright, Lepris the Withered Flunder. It's a Dark Psychic? What the frick is this? Yeah, okay, whatever. You can only use the first effect once per turn. During your standby, if this card is in your hand or grave and your opponent has more cards in their graveyard than you do, you can special summon this card from your way too gimmicky. Gains 200 attack and defense for each card in your opponent's graveyard. Not really good. P-Celia. Level 4 Light Rock, cannot be destroyed by battles, so Marshmelon. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can put one piece counter on this card, maximum 4, then you can apply one of these effects based on how many counters. 1, take one monster and then place it on top. 2, draw one card, add one monster from your deck to your hand, add one card from your deck to your hand. You're always going to have to be like attacking, and it'll take like 4 turns until you can finally apply like this effect. Oh my, it's so bad. Mecha Beast Dareton, level 1 Dark Machine, question mark attack. Wow, once per turn you can activate this effect. This card's original attack becomes equal to the sum of difference between the current attack and original attack of all monsters on the field until the end of your opponent's turn. What the frig? That's so obscure. All these cards are just weird, except maybe for this card. This card's actually kind of legit. Top Share, a normal spell card, take one card from your deck, reveal it, and place it on top of your deck. Then your opponent takes one card from their deck, reveals it, and plays on top of their deck. So unless you're comboing this with Upstart Goblin, it does nothing at all, but it's just an inherent neg1, so it's not like broken in any way imaginable, but maybe in certain decks that can easily draw one card, like, I don't know, maybe the Cardian deck. Yeah, you could actually stack literally anything, so it could work. Euradora of Fate, normal spell, pay 1000 life points and target one face-up monster you control. Until the end of your opponent's turn, that monster gains 1000 attack. Also apply this effect to it. Okay. When that monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, oh my god, you can reveal the bottom card of your deck, and if you do, return it either to the top or bottom. If the revealed card was a dragon, dinosaur, sea serpent, or draw one card for each 1000 attack the monster had. Again, so freaking whack. These cards are so weird. Anyways, Tribe Drive is the final one. You can only use blah blah blah. If there are 3 or more different types among monsters you control, that's already kind of a huge requirement. Choose 3 monsters from your deck with different types from each other that share a type with a monster you control. Have your opponent pick one of them at random and you either add that card to your hand or special summon it. Place the other monsters on the bottom of the deck. Now, this actually would have been pretty cool if it was a spell. Not gonna lie. I can already kind of see combos in my head, but the fact that it's a trap card just makes it way too slow for no reason. Your opponent also gets the freedom of choosing, so I don't really like cards like Jack in the Hand and stuff where your opponent chooses and then you just, I don't know, it's just not really good. It's not my cup of tea. Alright, this is way better. So Tri-Brigade Mercourier, if that's how you pronounce it, maybe the name of like a bird. So you can only use the first and second effect, blah blah blah, once per turn. Don't go thinking that this is Tri-Brigade support, by the way. Look at this. When your opponent activates a monster effect and you control a fusion that lists Fallen of Albaz. So you can always see where this is going. As a material quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the grave, negate that effect. Doesn't actually negate the activation and destroy, but negating the effect is pretty huge. It's exactly the same thing as Ash, so it's actually really good. And if this card becomes banished, you can add one Fallen of Albaz or one monster that lists that monster in its text from your deck to your hand, except Tri-Brigade Mercurier. Both of these effects are just amazing, so this card is pretty cool. I like it a lot. Spriggan's Kit, level 4 Dark Beast. You can only use it for blah 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 if you have a fusion monster that lists Fallen of Albaz as material on your field or in your graveyard even, so even the Dear Servant could allow you to special summon this card. You can special summon this card from your hand, yeah. If this card is normal or special, you can add one branded spell or trap that is banished or in your deck or graveyard to your hand, but then place one card from your hand on the bottom of the deck, so just like the Tri-Brigades. And this card also physically looks like a Tri-Brigade. It looks more like a Tri-Brigade than this. This actually looks like a machine, but this actually looks like the Link 2 monsters. Literally identical, and it's also a beast. I like the lore between all the cards. And again, speaking of lore, another monster, a Sword Soul, level 4 Spellcaster Tuner, 1800 attack, 1500 defense. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. When a monster declares an attack, including yourself, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do negate that attack, then if you control a fusion monster that lists Fallen of Albaz as material, you can destroy that attacking monster. Wow, the attacking monster, not even the opponent's monster. So you can destroy yourself. If a monster becomes banished face up, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard. Special summon one light spellcaster from a monster, attack equal its own defense from your hand or grave. I can't really think of like too many cards that actually fit that bill. I mean, it's cool because Allure of Darkness can trigger this card in your grave. It's not too bad. Yeah, I don't really feel it too much. I actually think both of these cards are infinitely better. Infinitely better than this, but yeah. Paradise Branded. Continuous spell, not field spell. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. This is a continuous effect. The activation of your cards and effects that include an effect of fusion summon. A fusion monster cannot be negated. Also, your opponent's cards and effects cannot activate when a monster is fusioned this way. This is literally the exact same effect as Magical Meltdown. No difference. If you fusion summon a fusion monster, you can add one Fallen of Albaz or one monster that lists that card in its text from your deck to your hand. Interesting, there are actually a lot of cards that you can search with this, and since it's a continuous spell and not a field spell, you won't be replacing the field spell that allows you to actually fuse, and this is a branded spell, so yeah, you can actually search monsters or one monster. Yeah, it would have been nice if it actually said one card that specifically lists Fallen of Albaz. Either way, Fallen of Albaz, he came a long way, man. I remember the very first time the card actually got like announced, people were like, this card just, it sucks so much, because there was like no support around it. But now there's the Despia cards, you know, the Dragma cards with and the Dear Servant, Ecclesia, and all those cards, so pretty freaking interesting. And yeah, overall, I think this deck definitely does have quite a lot of potential, but this was a pretty decent wave of support, except for this card. Alright, the final card is the one everyone was looking for. Strategic Striker Hamp, level 8 Dark Machine. Dean Girsu plays 25-25. This card is always treated as Sky Striker card. It's actually funny that it wasn't like Strategic Sky Striker Hamp, so this is kind of like a waste of text on a card. But yeah, you can only special summon with this first effect. This card's name once per turn. This is not an effect, by the way. It's like, this is like a summoning condition. It's not like an activated effect, so your opponent can't negate this. If you control a Sky Striker Ace monster, you can special summon this card from your hand to either field by tributing one monster on that field. Yeah, Sky Striker finally got a searchable kaiju, but the issue that a lot of people don't really realize is that this card is a monster, not like a spell. So you can't just search that with Shizuku, and Foolishing for this doesn't really achieve anything. You need to have that card in your hand. And when this card is destroyed by battle, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. A little slow. I mean, you can trigger the Zeke, yeah, in order to make it 2500 attack, and then crash, and then you go Chilling 1, the Ray in the grave, Chilling 2, this, maybe destroy a card your opponent controls. It's not bad, but it's just not great. This card definitely is bricky. It's a one of at max. It's good going second, not unfair. It's not going to fix consistency issues. It's only searchable by engage. I'm gonna repeat myself. It does nothing at all in the graveyard. So this card is good, but it's not great. So people who actually have like a heart attack reading this card, y'all are delusional. If it actually set from your hand or grave, then yeah, then it would have been borderline completely tier 0. It is not the case, so yeah, you really have to engage in order to get this card. But that's pretty much it for kind of these card reviews. I guess if you have any comments or feedback, whatever, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.